Good morning, children. How are you? Hope all of you are doing fine. Come on, welcome back to the class with our geography chapter number 3, our changing movement of lithospheric plates. What is lithospheric plates? The lithosphere is broken into a number of plates known as lithospheric plates. These plates move around very slowly, just a few millimeters each year. This is because of the movement of the molten magma inside the earth. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a circular manner as shown in the figure. The movement of these plates causes changes on the surface of the earth. The earth movements are divided on the basis of the forces which cause them. The forces which act in the interior of the earth are called as endogenic force, and the forces that work on the surface of the earth are called as exogenic force. Evolution of landform. When we talk about evolution of landform, there are two basic ways under which we classify movement of earth. They can be either endogenic force or exogenic force. When we talk about origin, it can be endogenic or exogenic. Exogenic mean which are affected by outer phenomena. Exogenic which are affected by inner phenomena or inner changes. Origin which is based from within itself, that is inside earth system, known as endogenic force. However, factors that affect origin of landform from outside would be exogenic forces. When we say exogenic forces, we can say wind, water, rain. So all these are external forces which affecting the formation of landform, the structure of mountains, rivers, the basic landscape of earth. However, there are certain forces which are internal. Example, volcano, earthquake movement. So all those forces are endogenic. When we talk about earth movement, we classify the forces endogenic or exogenic. Exogenic could be either erosional or depositional. Depositional means whatever sediments have weathered away or eroded away and finally get settled down, and that is known as deposition. So it can be by action of river, wind, sea waves or glacier. When we talk about endogenic forces, this could be all of a sudden or slow and gradual over the course of time. When we say slow and gradual, it could be formation of mountain ranges. Himalayas could be example of diastrophic forces, which is kind of very slow forces which has taken place over centuries. We have sudden forces which occur sudden, earthquakes, landslides in mountains area, sudden change in landscape, and volcanic activity also is all of a sudden. So all this kind of sudden phenomena will focus in great detail in we will know summary of all this. Now we start with the first one, that is volcano. Volcano erupts when the inner material gets too hot, is unable to keep itself within the mountain region. As a result, it erupts. When it erupts, there is a flow of magma, and this magma flow out through a opening which is known as vent. The material that comes out known as lava. The uppermost section you have kind of lake formation once the material has erupted is known as crater. And finally, once you have volcanic activity, it's vanished, you have formation of lakes that take place, such formation known as crater. The inner section you have the origin of volcanic activity known as magma chamber. This is the basic reservoir of all the material that flows into the volcano. Next is earthquake. When we classify earthquake, we can understand the various waves comes in three classification: P waves, S waves and L waves. P waves are longitudinal waves, S waves are transverse waves, L waves are surface waves which could be felt surface of the earth. What happens during the process? Earthquake is unrest happens on the surface. That unrest is governed by the focus point which is below the surface of the earth. This focus of the earth we can also say origin of the earth, the perpendicular onto the surface is called epicenter, or the main area of earthquake spread, and then seismic waves felt around the epicenter. So epicenter would form the center of the seismic waves. Seismic is also known as earthquake waves. When seismic waves moves away from the epicenter, they become weak waves which are closest to epicenter. Would be strongest as move away from epicenter. Effect of earthquake gradually and slowly decline. Richter scale is the scale which you measure the intensity of the earthquake. Earthquake preparation. Although earthquake cannot be predicted, the impact can be certainly minimized if we are prepared beforehand. Some common earthquake prediction methods adopted locally by people include study animal behavior, fish in the ponds get agitated, snakes come to the surface. Earthquake preparedness. Way to take shelter during the earthquake. Safe spot under a kitchen counter, table or desk, against an inside corner or wall. Stay away from fireplaces, areas around chimneys, windows that shatters including mirrors and picture frames. Be prepared. Spread awareness amongst your friends, family members, and any disaster confidently. So till here I conclude. So in next video I continue with the remaining part. Till then, goodbye.